mama said that no one cares about me. I want to be somebody. I want to matter.
Lies is a story about a girl who lives in a group home. She's dealing with feelings of neglect. She wants to be noticed, she wants to be seen, and she's very talented. She has a love for music. She loves to write and sing, but only when alone, which makes it difficult, especially since she has to deal with mental, psychological, and emotional difficulties.
Alina's story to me meant a lot about mental health and how much we can't let it define us, and how our mental health issues are not who we are. They are part of who we are, but we don't have to be defined by them. So basically that's what that story meant to me. I have dealt with mental health issues my whole life, so it was really special to be able to show how much we can overcome everything that we might not feel like we can overcome at the time, but eventually we will.
To me, Lights is about hope and never giving up on your dreams. Alina has a dream. Alina wants to be famous. Alina wants to be on stage, to create music and have fans and live an amazing life. And despite her having the obvious talent, nobody in her life really believes that she can do it.
Over the years, I've worked with a few high-risk youths. I've had some great successes. I wrote this story from the perspective of high-risk youths living in group homes. Some of them see professionals who are trying to help them as the enemy. We don't understand them, we don't care for them. We're doing everything possible to hinder their progress. And unfortunately, sometimes those feelings are over-exaggerated. So in this movie, the events happening in there are exaggerated.
No matter what you want to do in life, you're not always going to have the support of everyone you think you should. Family, friends. Sometimes you just have to believe in yourself. And if there's something that you want to do, something you want to achieve, big dream, no matter what it is, you can do it. You really can.
The goal of this story is to inspire talented individuals who live in group homes. It's a real struggle to deal with psychological and mental challenges, but you can achieve growth and success if you try and try and keep trying, keep fighting through those internal barriers, and the possibilities are always open. I'd like to use this medium to thank Tell a Story Hive, the Black Screen Office, for their funding, and also Creative BC for the type of funding. So this was really great in helping emerging talent to keep developing in their art. We had a fantastic time in pre-production. Alison Late was amazing with getting all the paperwork done, getting everything in order, in preparation. She's highly professional and prompt. She's also a fantastic actor. She played the group home manager, and she was just a natural in that role. It was just great to see her embody that character. It was also amazing to work with Jackie Keys, the casting director. I always love to rely on her expertise, her many years of experience in casting and coaching actors. So it was fantastic to work with Jackie once again.
My character's name is Alina. She lives in a group home, and she has been plagued her whole life with some very heavy and complicated mental health problems. So she dreams of being able to overcome those problems and being somebody and being able to live her full dreams to the max that she can, but she's very hindered by her circumstances and also externally and internally. So for me, basically, it was understanding what was driving Alina forward and what was holding her back. It was fun to dive in somebody else's psyche and think about how would a person get to that point and what would it take. So it was definitely an exercise in a lot of empathy and just watching people around me and how I could relate Alina's situations to myself and things that I have gone through in the past. So that was fun.
Alina, are you okay? We can go home and come up with a different plan, okay? Please, I just need you to answer me.
Shut up and leave me alone.
I'll be here if you need me.
The nature of the lead role demanded someone who would be able to naturally bring out a range of emotions that you would naturally see in a struggling youth. When I saw Anna's audition tape, her looks, her facial expressions caught my attention. And she's a fantastic person to work with. She's very professional, great with following direction and collaborating with the director. And she did well with the musical instruments and the singing. It can be quite a challenge for an actor who is not very proficient when it comes to singing and handling instruments, but she really did very well. Her character Alina is someone who loves to write and sing. She wants to sing, but events happening in her life makes it difficult for her to do so. She's a huge fan of Diana Laurent, a professional, successful musician, and she's coming back to town to perform in a local concert. She's well known for letting someone in the audience run the line, and if the person is really good, they may later get mentorship from her. And Alina is doing everything that she can to be there, despite the forces that are at play against her. And I thought Anna really did a good job bringing Alina's story to life.
Diana Laurent's concert is happening at the St. Williams in 2 days. I need money to buy a ticket.
If I had known that you wanted to go, I could have got you a ticket earlier in the month, but now we're severely over budget. I'm so sorry, Alina.
But it's only $60.
My character Morris, he is a good person. Morris is a good man. Morris has been through some heartache and some horrible things in his life through no fault of his own, and it has made him quite jaded, and he has a new outlook on life. It isn't great. It's not great at all. When it comes to Alina, he wants to keep her safe. He believes that she is a danger to herself, and he will do pretty much anything to keep her safe, even if it's something that is not deemed to be professional as a psychiatrist. His heart is in the right place, but his head isn't.
Stephen Bishop played the role of Alina's therapist, Morris. He's a wonderful actor as well. He really absorbed the character. I thought he was joking when he told me that he wanted to shave his head to play the character, to be like an actual, therapist. And in a few days, he sent me a picture of his shaved head. So I thought that was extremely hilarious. But as the production went on, I was happy that he did that. He was calm and collected, actively listening to Alina as she laid bare her concerns. They looked like they've been working together for a while, Alina and her therapist, and so she trusts him. She could yell, but not in a disrespectful way. She felt comfortable around him. Morris now sees a lot of his daughter in her. Their relationship really drives the story forward. So it was really nice to see both of them play the characters the way they did.
In order for me to play the character properly, effectively, I really had to get myself into a space of misery. I had to consider what Morris had gone through in his life, what made him jaded in the way that he was, and how do I connect myself to those same circumstances so that I can play the character effectively. You know, as actors, we all often have to try to create circumstances or create emotions for a character, and ideally we can draw upon past experience to be able to relate to the character properly, and in order to put on a good performance and become grounded in whatever role we're trying to do. With Morris, I was able to do just that. Everybody has been through tragedy in their life, myself included, of course. So what I did in order to get prepared for this character is that I would consider those circumstances, those tragic moments in my own life, bring them to the surface, remember how they make me feel, and try to channel that energy into the character, into each and every line in the script. It's one of the most amazing parts about being an actor, to be honest.
Kelly Yandra plays Diana Laurent, the pro musician. She actually performed to her own song. She's a fantastic actor and singer. We couldn't have cast anyone better for that role. About 90% of the actors were all Comox Valley resident actors. Everyone was great. We were able to meet a couple times over Zoom to go through the script and have a little rehearsal.
You are a monster.
You do not understand the gravity of what is at stake here.
Like what?
Your safety.
I don't care about safety.
Then how can you do the things you want to do without it?
I hate you.
The entire film was shot here in Comox Valley. I really appreciate the effort. I really appreciate the support I received from the community. We were able to use great locations. For example, the Vancouver Island Library in Comox allowed us to use a section of the library to film for a few hours just before the beginning of business. We also used the Sid Williams Theater to film the concert. Couldn't have asked for a better location. The Sid staffs were very helpful. We had quite a number of local people show up to be background actors. We posted the call on Facebook, and in no time we had lots of response, and people just wanted to come be there. And I hope they had a good time. We shot that scene on a Wednesday, so I wasn't really sure if we'd have a lot of people, because people are probably going to work. But people came. We even had some local musicians come with their instruments to be background on stage, and it really added value to the production, so I'm really happy they could do that. Cy Pedersen has been a long-time actor in the Comox Valley. He played a role in the movie, and he even let us use his residence to film a scene. We shot a little community event scene there with some kids in the background. Here, Alina was to put on a little music show in order to earn money to pay for the concert. So it was fun to work with the kids. I don't know how I did it. It's always a struggle working with kids who like to run around and scream and shout. But yeah, it was a fun time we had. We all had a good time. Richard Murphy, he's an emerging actor in Comox Valley. He played a role in the movie, and let us use his residence to film the group home scenes. The lower part of his house worked really well for the group home setting. Had a bedroom, living room, kitchen, and another space that we could use as the group home office. So we had a lot of fun filming there as well. And finally, I want to say thanks to Steve Lindsay and Kirsten for letting us use their residences to film. I really felt comfortable working with all the crew members. I've worked with some the crew members in other no-budget movies that I've done in the past. I previously worked with Leslie, our amazing hairdresser and production assistant, so it was nice to work with her again. I also worked with Alex York before, a crafty person, first aid and PA. It's a really great, wonderful cook. He made all these meals from scratch, very, very delicious. And the other crew members I worked with for the first time. For example, I've been an admirer of Katie's photography. She's very skillful in shot compositions and lighting. I looked forward to working with her, and I'm glad I did. Matt is a talented filmmaker as well. He owns quite a big collection of gear. I was able to rely on his talent and his red camera and lighting equipment. Arpin is fantastic in operating the camera. And so Katie, Matt, and Arpin collaborated really well with me to make sure that we had good pictures. And I'm really happy with the results. They look amazing. Megan made all the cast look good with her fantastic makeup. So it's really fun to work with her. And of course, where would we be without sound? Shout out to Ben Whitrock. A fantastic crew all around. I loved working with them, and I would love to work with them again. We all work hard, but at the same time, we were able to enjoy ourselves. We had so much fun. We respected each other.
It's hard to pick just one actor since everyone was just so amazing to work with, and it was great to meet everyone. I guess the person I spent most time besides the crew was Allison, who was playing Linda. And I really like Allison. She is just a ball of sunshine constantly. She's just such a great energy to have on set. So I guess if I have to pick one person, I'd pick Allison.
My favorite actor on set. I think everybody did a wonderful job. I love being around other actors. It's so much fun to be involved in the community that I am. But for this specific performance, I'm gonna have to say Anna, because she was my scene partner for the majority of my scenes, and she did an amazing job. When an actor is grounded and an actor really is just completely consumed into their character, they make an amazing scene partner. So I felt like I was able to be the best actor I could because I was opposite Anna and she did a great job playing Alina. So on this performance, in this production, definitely Anna, my favorite actress. Shout out to Callie though, your queen.
Goodbye, crazy, oh yeah. Goodbye, my tiny happy friend. Goodbye, crazy, oh yeah. This crowded kinship has to end.
My favorite moment on set was definitely when we did the last shot at the Sid Williams. That day was so much fun. I got to dress up and look super cute. And obviously having the crowd there. I'm a theater geek. I came from the theater, so it was just really nice to be able to be on stage after the pandemics and to just enjoy and see everything, you know, be done and then put together again. That was really fun, and everyone was so nice and helpful, and yeah, it was just really great to be on the stage again.
Oh, my favorite moment on set. There was a lot of really great moments actually. But definitely that last scene, the theater scene where Alina's up on stage and the crowd's going, and the lighting was absolutely perfect. The cameras got great angles, it was the right choice of music. Anna looked amazing, and it was, you know, being right behind the camera and watching, It really felt like a real concert experience. It was something. It was very impressive, actually. So that would definitely be my favorite moment on set.
My experience on set was amazing. I met some amazing people, which I had the privilege to work with for about 4 days, non-stop, for 10-12 hours, which was incredible. And it was definitely a hectic experience because we just had such short time, unfortunately. But it was really great to see how much we can accomplish in just, a short period of time with a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. It was an amazing experience in terms of professional work. I got to experience one of my favorite things, which is to act and to play somebody who goes through a really magical journey, even though it's hard, which is exactly what we were going through. We were going through a really hard and magical journey together as cast and crew. So my experience was probably one of the best.
My experience with the production was great. I love being able to act and be a part of everything like this. It was amazing. When you get to work with people who have such passion, the actors that I work with, actors and actresses in front of the camera, giving their all, really nailing it. And then everybody behind the camera too, Chuck Obasi. And I'm sorry, Chuck, I'm never gonna be able to pronounce your name properly, so I'm just gonna go with Chuck. You're very good. You're a very good person. I'm just mumbling now. I hope we can cut that out, because that's... You're so great. Oh my God, you're just so great. No, I really have a lot of respect for Chuck because he's a wonderful human being and he certainly has a lot of passion for creating movies. I've had several opportunities to work with him and grow as an actor and watch him grow as a director and producer. He's just doing amazing things, and I love being able to be a part of that with him. And Haley House Productions was involved with this shoot as well, and they are very professional, very fun to work with, and just a great group of guys. And everybody was great. I mean, Crafty was really good. Wardrobe was a lot of fun. The makeup artist was great. The hair artist was hilarious. Red, Leslie, you're fun. All in all, it was a lot of fun. From the moment I got on set, it was very welcoming, very professional, and I was able to be relaxed and confident and comfortable, and I was able to ground myself in my character and do the best performance that I was able to do. So thank you to everybody involved. It takes an effort from every single person to make any project work. Everybody is important, as an actor, as the talent, we're the ones in front of the camera, they yell action, we do our thing, they yell cut, we change angle, change lighting, do it again and again and again and again and again. But by no means are the actors the most important part of any production, right? The people behind the camera that are so important to get everything right. Everything has to, it's like Jenga, I guess. One block falls, the whole thing falls over. I'm not very good at analogies, so I'm sorry if this is dull. I really hope that Chuck is just gonna cut pieces of this out and just take the good stuff and none of this mumbling that I'm doing, because yeah, that's just me. One more thing, something that I did to really nail this character, to really get grounded and really just be the best Morse I could be, I made sure to let my hair thin out for 15 years before we went to camera. That's commitment, baby. God, that's a bad joke.
I'd like to thank all the cast and crew that worked with me to bring this project to life. Also thanks to Story Hive, thanks to the Black Screen Office, thanks to Creative BC for the funding that we received, and for their support in local filmmakers.